All right, this is part 3. I have 41 minutes into my phone. I hope you guys are enjoying. Yeah, your interest videos so interesting. Yes, man. Yeah, man. So because me and VJ are gonna be paying with our personal account for buying the land, the nice land near the ocean, obviously, building the building for the 7 team and a special effects team. VJ can put even $2 million towards the technology software equipment for me and my wife in the 17, something super advanced. That way it's easier for the 17. Okay, I want you to tell the engineers, tell the software engineers. Is it software or electrical engineers? I don't know. For computer, it would be software, yeah. Tell the software engineers, look, man, I want the best. Okay, I'm putting $2 million. I want to put $2 million towards the software computer technology core for me and my wife in the 17. For me and my wife writing the scripts, making our business calls. You know what I'm saying? For the two Scroto Brothers, something super advanced for the reels, where the access send the reels. You have a GPS, Canon's HUD, calling now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Canon is chosen. Something super advanced with callbacks for seconds. That way it's very easy for my 17. Okay. I don't want the 17 calling manually with phones. No, have them have some advances where they have headphones. Okay. I'm also gonna put money into the best luxury desk. I showed you that picture. Remember those nice pictures I showed you? I'm going to put money into nice desks for the renovations, nice foyer, nice luxury couches for the studio office couches where the actors and crewmen sit down, a nice open desk where the secretaries sit, a luxury elevator, and upstairs you have the 5 offices, the boardroom. Yeah, man. You're looking at a high tech office I'm going to own, man. That's why Skyscrapers will blow all out of the water, man. Yeah. I'm going to say, okay, I want you to design a super advanced movie payment system, where the agent takes the 10%, 50%, 5%. The money gets wired into the actors and agent's account. They have a GPS statement saying how much they got paid. You have received $1,000, I'm saying. And you have a statement of how much the actors got paid. Their agent deductions, tax deductions. That way they know how much they're getting paid, and they know they didn't get ripped. There's nothing worse. I'm like, this guy ripped me off by $4,000. No, I'm not a dirty business like that. Businessman like that. I am clean as I want the act. I don't want the actors pulling the garbage up. Hence why have them have a statement that way it's easy for my account. He doesn't have to worry about the actors complaining about the check. Hence why I made everything so easy for my account. Yeah, Ivan. All they have to do is just punch in the guy's salary and the agent's 10%, and then the system does all the work. It does all the tax deductions. Okay. You have an advanced system for the crewmen actors, where the agent you have a system for the agent's 10%, 50%, obviously the taxes. So all the accountant has to do is punch in the tax amount, and the tax automatically gets deducted in the actor's account, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm also gonna have some. I want you to create something super advanced for their taxes too, obviously. So once all the accountant has to do is punch in the actor's salary, and the system does all the taxes for them. And all he has to do is just send all the members of the crewmen and actors their tax returns via email, and the actors get their tax returns. Something easy, and their crewmen get their tax returns. I told you, the actors for Zane's are all going to get like hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax returns, because they all made their millions, obviously. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will probably be getting about like $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million in tax returns, because he paid a lot of money in taxes. Whereas the secretaries and all of them will get like $100,000, $150,000 in tax. And so not only are they getting their rich salary and their bonuses and all that stuff and their royalty checks, my 17 are also getting their nice tax returns after every year. They're getting like hundreds. Hence, they're all good. They're all getting their hundreds of thousands of dollars, even $1 million in tax returns. Yeah, and me and VJ are gonna get like hundreds of millions in tax returns. Me, VJ, and Amazon are getting hundreds of millions in tax returns, because we paid billions in taxes, man. Billions. For Zanus alone, I'm gonna be paying, I don't know. For Zanus alone, I'm gonna be paying like $5 billion in taxes, man. And that's why me and VJ are going to receive hundreds of millions of dollars. Amazon and Ivan and VJ are going to be receiving hundreds of millions of dollars in tax returns, because we paid like, I don't know. If Zanus has $11 million, we're going to be paying like $5 billion in tax returns, $4 billion in taxes. And so we're going to be receiving hundreds of millions of taxes. That's why me and VJ are going to be so rich. And that's why you pay your You're 17, nice, a lot of money. You pay them, you spoil them, and give them nice perks. The way they all work hard. Because because Jon Favreau and all them are getting their perks. Jon Favreau and Influencer are going to get their own nice, luxurious office, man, with a high tech, like $2 million computer software equipment. I'm putting $2 million into my computer software equipment. Something high tech, man. I told you. Remember Iron Man? You know how Iron Man? You know how Iron Man, when he wears a suit, you get that GPS talking to him. That GPS machine talking. Well, think of something like that for my computer software equipment. Think of something like that for my payment system, where you get this GPS speaking. You have received $100,000. You have received $2,000. The crewmen get their nice like $2,000 check, $3,000 check every 2 weeks. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Eric Chong gets his nice, I don't know, his nice $5,000 check. You know what I'm saying. $6,000, $7,000 check every 2 weeks. You have received $7,000, Eric Chong. Eric Chong's like, holy shit, Scott says how much. Oh, he's getting a nice check. His rich salary, obviously. So even though Eric Chong, the amount of money he's making compared to the 17 and all of them is pretty pocket change. For $400,000 for head chef is a nice salary, man. He's getting a nice paycheck, man, obviously. Yeah. You ever see $5,000? You ever see $7,000, $8,000? You know what I'm saying? That's really top notch. Yeah, man. I'm gonna say, look, man. I also want you designing. I'm gonna say, okay. I want you to design something super advanced for the extras, where like so you have the people over. So you have how it'll work is, I'll do a thing where what. Yeah. I'll do a thing where the people overseeing the extras, there's this line, and they have this machine, and all the extras line up. And all they have to do, it's very quick. Everyone, okay, next. They walk and they just scan the machine. They scan it quickly. Okay, you received your $180. You have received your $180 received. They just scan it and the money goes straight into her card. You can do something like that. $600,000 is high tech technology. You can easily put money into that for what? All these stores who have top-notch scanning equipment, they only put probably $5,000, $10,000 towards that. I'm putting $600K, something high. Look, man, design something super advanced for the extras where they have this card. They just scan the machine. They get their money in their card. Oh, okay, Ivan. I'm saying, please do that, as I do not want to pay the actors cash, as you can lose. You've got millions of cash lying around. You can easily lose it, and don't pay them check, as they can also lose their check. If they lose a check, the last thing you want to happen is have 60,000 people working and 1,000 people lose their check, and you have to still pay them. No, give them a card. And they just scan. They just scan the what? They just scan the machine. And they get their card. Obviously, and I'll tell the people who oversee the extras, look. Tell the extras to keep their cards in the wallet at all times. Last thing you want to happen is have the extras losing their cards too. But they won't, obviously. Look, man, make sure you keep your cards in your wallet. That way you don't. The last thing you want to do is have an extra lose his card. Make sure he what? Make sure he or she does not lose his card. And all of them will all, I understand. Yeah, keep it in your wallet, man. When you get your card, keep it in your wallet. Don't take it out of your wallet. That way you don't lose your card. But you don't have to worry about them losing your card. It's very rare for someone to lose their card. Whereas cash and checks, that can easily be lost. Obviously. You see what I'm saying here? Whereas cards you don't have to worry about that. I'm saying. Yeah. And that's why my Carson come to a blowhole out of the water, man. That's why Jon Favreau will be shocked, like, holy shit. Ivan's company blows. You're gonna see how happy. I don't know. You're gonna see the documentary of Zanus. You're gonna see how happy Jon Favreau is. I'm saying, working for my company. You're gonna compare him in the documentary. You're gonna compare this. You're gonna see the documentary in my movie. You know what I'm saying, Zanus. You're gonna compare it. You're gonna see Jon Favreau and Mandalorian. Oh my god, Jon Favreau looks so much more happy working for Ivan than he is in fucking Hollywood. In Hollywood, he's a dirty slave. Even though he was making a lot of money in Hollywood, Hollywood doesn't spoil Jon the way Ivan does. Yeah, as I'll be spoiling Jon Favreau. Like, Jon Favreau's getting a lot of perks, man, during the 4 years, man. The luxury buffet, the 3rd year and 4th year. You know what I'm saying? In Switzerland, he gets that. The 3 beers, all the parties at my condo and yacht, the limo driver for the takeouts. Yeah, man. Working in a nice, luxurious office with a high-tech $2 million. $2 million is unheard of, man. No company has a $2 million. No company has a $2 million what? High-tech computer system. No, most people have like a $10,000 computer system. I'm putting $2 million, something high-tech like Iron Man, man, with a GPS. Calling this company, calling now. You're listening to Top Notch. Call ended. all your calls will be put on callback. You know, there's something top notch GPS. I'm gonna have a GPS in my computer. I'm also gonna have what? Something super advanced for writing my scripts. As Peter Jackson will be shocked. Holy shit, Ivan, your company's top notch. You have this super advanced computer. You know what I mean? We have this formatting thing. We write the script. Peter Jackson's like, holy shit, Ivan, your company's better in Hollywood. Yeah, he'll have a blast, man. The documents filming us. So everything in my company is top notch. Even my computer software is top notch. My payment system is top notch. You know what I'm saying? My office is top notch. Look, I'm gonna put a couple millions of dollars in renovations towards my office, towards my luxury office. The elevator, the foyer, the desk where the secretaries sit, and upstairs is where the bigger bosses work. We all have our nice luxurious office. Yeah, man, something top notch. That's why Peter Jackson will have a blast working. Oh my God, I mean, Peter Jackson's on the phone with the earphones, calling now. You know what I'm saying? He's calling, you're like, holy shit, this is top notch. Yeah, man. You're looking at a top notch company. You see what I'm saying? You're looking at a top notch company, man. And that's why me and Vijay are probably gonna pour a good 70, 80 million towards the renovations, towards the building the office for 17, the renovations. We have to hire engineers right away for the computer software equipment. We have to put out an ad for the best software engineers in Vancouver. Have those guys design a super advanced. Just tell me and Vijay will sit them and look, man. Okay, me and my wife are owning a film entertainment company. I want something super. I want a super advanced computer software for business calls, where they have headphones, callbacks for the secretary. Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm saying, yeah, with a GPS system, calling now. Something super advanced for the casting call reels. It's highlighted. It's selected. You know what I'm saying? Something super advanced for when I write my scripts. You know what I'm saying? And I'll have George Lucas help me. Okay, George, what are all the top best companies in Hollywood? Yeah, Ivan, these are all top. Okay, all these top companies that Hollywood uses for films have it in the database for all the computers. That way it's easy for the 7 to make the calls. All the best farms around the world that are listed, put them on the list. All the best companies in regards to that Hollywood uses, put them on the list for set building, for cameras, for equipment, for costumes and weapons, for armor. You know what I'm saying? For you know, all the best companies for tables, for tents, pavilions. Have that all in the system. That way it's easy for my 17. So even though my 17 is doing dirty work, it is easy for my 17. You see what I'm saying? It's easy for them. Because everything the system makes it easy for them. It's still dirty work, but it's more simple for them. You see what I'm saying? It's more simple. The only way to make it work with 7 people is if you have something really advanced for your computer software. That's why I'm going to put a nice, rich $2 million. That's high tech, man. With a GPS. Yeah, man. I'm also going to put money into something super advanced. Put money into a high-tech office environment. I'm going to put, me and Vijay can put a good, $6-7 million towards renovations. $1 million renovation is high tech. I'm going to put like $6-7 million towards renovating my office. Whereas a building for the special effects team, I don't have to have it luxury. I'll have it really nice, but I don't have to put as much money towards that. Because that building, you don't have to have it look like top high-end luxury. It'll be really, really nice, obviously, something top-notch. But I'm not going to put as much money towards that building. You see what I'm saying? I'll put a lot of money towards it, but I'm not going to put as much money towards renovations like high tech, like GPS and all that stuff. For what? For the special effects team room. But it'll be something better than even ILM. I'm pouring more money into it. A nice concert art room with a table where everyone sits, a board, concert art equipment where John Howard Allen Lee will draw. Yeah, something nice. See what I'm saying here? That's why Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, my 17 are getting spoiled. Because I not only get the perks of the limo driver, party on my condo, my jet, my yacht, the world tour, floating on my jet, obviously. They're getting paid their rich salary. They're getting the bonuses, the survivor gas for the commercial ads. All that stuff. They also get the perks of the office. As they're working in an unheard of office. They're working in the best office in the world, man. As no office in the world has this kind of technology. No office has a $2 million computer technology. No. They probably have a $10,000, $20,000 computer software equipment is high tech. And I'm putting $2 million towards that, man. Something really, really high. I'm pimping out my office fully, man. With computer software equipment, with a GPS, the payment system, $600K. That's why these actors are really holy. Yeah, I even Vijay had this super high-tech payment system. You know, say every time the money gets deposited in my account, I get this email confirmation like you have received $100,000. It's so cool. They log into their Scotiabank and the money's in their account. Most of the actors, look, every time you get paid and you get the GPS statement in your email, it doesn't hurt. Just in case, check your account, check your bank account, check your online banking account to make sure the money went to your account. Just in case, because that way you know you got paid. You know for sure you got paid. Yeah, do that. You know what I'm saying. And if you didn't, then you can let my account know, and he'll let me know right away. That way I know. Because I want to make sure all these actors get paid, obviously. You don't want to rip these actors off. Make sure they get paid, and don't rip them off. Like, you know, there's nothing worse than looking at your statement. This guy ripped me off by $4,000. Hence why you have to have a super advanced payment system, whereby the actors get paid. They get this email confirmation. They click on the email confirmation. You have received this amount of money. It shows how much they got paid, the age deductions, the tax deductions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that stuff. And then every time you get your email confirmation, it doesn't hurt to check your bank account online. Because now you have online banking. You can just check on your phone. That way you'll know how much money you got paid. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Holy shit, Ivan, your scholarship is coming. That's why everyone wants to work for me so bad. Yeah. I also have a super advanced payment system for the extras. The extras are going to be shocked. Like, holy shit, this is high tech. As in Hollywood, they pay the extras like cash or check or something like that. In Hollywood, they pay extras like cash or check. Never do that, man. That shit can get, especially if you have like 50,000 extras. If you have a gathering with 30,000 people, the last thing you want to have is have $1 million in cash lying around. No, as that people can easily steal that and don't have thousands of checks lying around. You can easily lose that too. Just have a card where they just scan the machine and the money goes into their accounts. Easier that way. Everything's easier for them. And because I'm putting $600,000, it's easy, like something high tech, easily have a thing where they can scan the machine, and they get their $180. I can do a thing where every time the actors come into work, they wait in line. They get paid before they even work, or you can pay them after work. I'll tell them, look, I'll tell the actors what works best for you. You want to get paid before you work, you want to get paid after. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. You can pay them before they even start work. Every time they work in the morning, line up, they just go through the machine, they scan, they get the $180. You can do that. That way, when it's lunchtime and breakfast, they can use that money to get themselves food if they want. You see what I'm saying? For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they can get themselves food. But I'm going to tell the actors, look, man, you're going to have to bring your own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm not paying for your food, man. Because I pay you, rich, $180 a day, you can easily buy your own nice breakfast. Some of the actors might be a bit pissed off because they want a piece of that menu. Because you're looking at something high. You're looking at something top-notch for the menu these actors are eating, man. All you can drink, milkshake, Coke, Mountain Dew, 7-Up, Orange Crush. Yeah, they all want a piece of that menu. And that's why some of the actors are going to be mad. They're like, you know, say, hey, I know, are we going to get a piece of that menu? I'm like, look, man, I'm not going to feed 30,000 people. That's fucking crazy. I only have 30,000 chefs. I'm going to run out of food. I'm not feeding on you guys. Yeah, I can afford to feed 30,000 actors, but it's just going to cost me what? It's going to cost me a lot more money. I'm going to have to hire what? Like, I don't know, 80, 100 chefs. That's going to affect my salary budget. I'm not feeding you. I'm not feeding you. If you pay your extras a rich salary, you don't have to feed them. If you don't pay them, then you're going to have to feed them. And I am paying the extras, hence why I'm not feeding them. Even Peter Jackson, yeah, Ivan, 60,000 people, 50,000 people is crazy. We can't feed them. Yeah, we can't feed them. We'll end up running out of food, man. I only have enough. 1,500 people is fucking crazy. Like, the chefs are going to be hard at work cooking food for 1,500 people. At 500 people is crazy, man. 500 people alone is fucking crazy. They're going to demolish that menu. 30,000 people is crazy. I can't feed that much. It's too much. I can't. Even if I can afford it, chances are I'm going to end up going over budget because it's going to cost me a lot more money. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to have to hire like 100 chefs, pay them $150,000, which is more money on the budget, obviously. I can't afford it. I only have enough for 1,500 crewmen. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to put more money, a couple more $1 million into what? Into buying more food. It's just going to cost me more money. The actors are going to be a bit pissed off. Like, look, man, but even though Ivan's not feeding us, he pays a rich salary. Yes, I'm paying you $180 a day, which is a very, very rich salary. That's how much people make for a 9-to-5 job. If you make $50,000 a year, that's like $170 a day, man. Hence, the money I'm paying you is a 9-to-5 job salary. Hence, you can easily afford to get your own. You can either bring food from home, or the money I paid you, you can, on your 2-hour break, you can go to the store, get a nice 10, 12 meal for yourself for lunch. But I told you, the actors are going to be a bit mad, because they all want a piece of it. They're going to see, I don't know, Peter Jackson eating his nice breakfast, eating his nice lunch, his nice dinner, his nice dessert, his cheesecake, apple crisp, and ice cream. Yeah, they all want a piece of that pie. Yeah, man. They all want a piece of that pie. Hence why what? Get it? They want a piece of the pie, you know what I'm saying? They all want a piece of that menu, man. Hence why the actors are going to be a bit angry. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be a bit angry. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take a look, man. I'm going to tell the actors, look, man, if there's a lot of leftovers left, you guys are more than welcome to demolish the remaining of the menu. There's a good chance some days there might be a lot of food left. I highly doubt, though, man. Because the crewmen are going to be demolishing that menu every day. Because when you're working in the middle of nowhere, you're going to be really, really hungry, man. Trust me. If you work in the middle of nowhere every day for 9 months, you're gonna be hungry, man. And when you're getting served that kind of food, you're going to demolish the food. The crewmen on average are all gonna get like 3 plates, man. 2.5, 3 plates. Hence, they're gonna demolish the whole menu. Chances are they're gonna be very little leftovers left. Look, man, if everyone's full and there's very little leftovers left, you guys can demolish the menu. You can demolish the Coke machine. You can demolish the milk machine. But it's first come, first serve. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you're going to see all the actors waiting in line. They're going to be out. Hopefully there's leftovers left. And as soon as leftovers left, they're all going to run. You're going to see them all running to the, running to the food. You know what I'm saying? Because they all want to, the first comes first serve, the actors are going to demolish the remains of the menu, obviously. But look, that way what, you don't waste food. You see what I'm saying? That way you don't waste food, obviously. And the third year, I'm going to tell Peter Jackson 17, look, man, when the crewmen eat their lunch, when you guys eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the third year we're preparing system, if there's a lot of leftovers, the crewmen who are doing their training system, you can have them eat the leftovers, or what you can do is you can put out an ad, free food, free leftovers, and all the civilians in a lot of civilians in that city will demolish the rest of the food. That way you don't waste. Okay, hey Peter, I don't want to be wasting food. So if there's a day when there's a lot of leftovers, put out an ad. Hey, free food, free leftovers for the civilians. That way, all the civilians and the citizens in Switzerland, they can demolish the food. That way, you don't waste food. So the crewmen are all full, and there's a lot of leftovers, which I highly doubt it. As they're going to be very little leftovers. You can have the civilians or extras who are working second year demolish the food. That way, you don't waste food. As I don't want a lot of food going to waste. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I understand, yes. A lot of food left, just have the extras demolish it. Even if there's very little leftovers left, you can have the leftovers demolish the remains. And they're going to demolish the remains. The remains of the dessert, breakfast, and dinner, they're going to demolish the remains. But I told you, because the crewmen, you're looking at 1,500 crewmen, that's a lot of people, man. Because what? Because all the crewmen and actors are going to be, Peter Jackson and all of them are going to be hungry too. They're going to be hungry. When you work in the middle of nowhere like that, you're going to be very hungry. Hence, Peter Jackson, the 7 team, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and what? The 7 team and all the remaining crewmen, they're all going to demolish the menu. The chefs are going to demolish the menu too. The chefs need to eat too. They need to eat their food too. Eric Chong and all, they're all going to demolish the menu too, man. They're all going to demolish that menu. Because you're looking at luxurious. When you get served food like that, man, you're going to demolish that menu, man. I remember when I was in the hospital, I was served pretty shitty food, and I demolished the food, man, because I was hungry every day. Well, imagine getting served top-notch food like that, all you can buffet, you're going to demolish the food, man. All you can drink, Coke, Mountain Dew, you know what I'm saying? Coke, Mountain Dew, Sprite, Orange Crush, water. You can have Fruitopia, and I'm saying all these nice foods. All you can drink, milkshake, vanilla, strawberry, you know, saying chocolate. They're gonna demolish that menu, man. Today I'm gonna have my sliders and my ribs with my poutine and my strawberry milkshake and some Coke. They're gonna demolish the milkshake machine too. The Coke machine, they're gonna demolish all that, man. Dessert, they're gonna demolish the cheesecake, the white cake, the chocolate cake. The apple pie, the apple crisp, the ice cream, the crewmen actors are going to demolish it all, man. Hence why the crewmen are going to be a little bit pissed off. But look, man, I know you're pissed off, but look, man, I'm not going to fucking serve 30,000 people. That's fucking crazy. I'm not serving 30,000 people. I'm not, even 1,000 extras is crazy. it's too much for 30 chefs to handle, man. 1,500 people is even a lot of people for 30 chefs to handle. You know what I'm saying? If there's 500 extras, 1,000 extras, 3,000 extras, 5,000 extras, I can't feed you guys. It's just gonna. I have to hire more chefs, and it's just gonna cost you more money. That's why I'm paying you rich $180. That way, if you're hungry, you can use that money to get yourself some nice food, or you can bring your food from home. Okay, tell them, look, man. I recommend cook a nice breakfast for yourself, make a nice lunch and dinner, and bring it with you for have like a picnic thing. Bring it with you and eat your own lunch, man. You'll get your nice money, but I'm not paying for your food. You see what I'm saying? But I can offer the extras. I can do a thing where I offer the extras drinks. I can give them drinks like Coke and that kind of stuff. Coffee. I can offer coffee. I can have coffee services for them. I can afford to have coffee service. I can rent a bunch of machines for the extras. I can rent a bunch of machines for coffee. I can have all you can drink coffee for them. That won't cost me that much. I can have all you can drink coffee for them in the morning, hot chocolate, and I can have Coke for them. But when it comes to what? When it comes to the food, I am not feeding them. Okay, for the extras, I can have the people overseeing the extras. What? I can have the people overseeing I can buy a bunch of coffee vending machines. So if there's 30,000 extras, you can get 200 coffee vending. Easily afford it. Get 200 coffee vending machines around there. That way, when the extras work in the morning, they can have coffee. You can do something. They can have coffee. Obviously, you can give them coffee, hot chocolate, and maybe tea for the morning. I can do that for them. I can give them like Coke, obviously. Buy it for the Coke. You can order a bunch of Coke from the stores, freeze it up for them if you want, or you can have a bunch, because Coke vending machines are not that big of a cost. You can have a bunch of Coke vending machines for all you can drink Coke for the extras, and all you can drink coffee. But I'm not giving you food, man. If you want to have food, you have to bring your own food. If you give them like all you can drink coffee and like Coke, they'll appreciate that. Okay, guys, if you're thirsty, you can go drink your Coke. Obviously, the extras are going to demolish the Coke machine. They're going to demolish. I don't have to do that, man. It's just going to cost you more money. We'll see what happens. I don't have to do that. You're just wasting money. I'm not going to do that, man. Nah. Just have them bring their own lunch. Look, man, bring your own drinks, bring your own food. I'm not paying for your food, but I'm going to give you. I'll pay you your rich $180. Whereas in Lord of the Rings, I heard some of the extras got fed. I saw them obviously, but I guarantee you a lot of them didn't get paid. If you don't pay your extras, you have to feed them. You have to feed them, man. That's the rule. If you don't feed your extras, you at least have to feed them. But if you pay them, you don't have to feed them. You could feed them if you want, but you don't have to feed them if you what? You do not have to feed them if you what? You do not have to feed them if you what? If you if you pay them, or if you're paying them $100, you don't have to feed. Yeah, Ivan. Even though Ivan's not feeding us, he's paying us a lot of money. Yes, but I'm paying you a rich $180 a day. That is a rich fucking side for extras. In Hollywood, they get probably like $60, $70, and I'm paying you $180. That's how much people make for a 9-to-5 job, man. The average person on average makes like $160, $70, $50, $80 a day, man, working in an office. It's like $50,000 a year. That's a nice paycheck. Yeah, you work for 10 days, you make $1,800 for yourself. So even though Ivan didn't feed us, I got a nice check. Yes, you got a nice check. Obviously, as I told you, even giving 30,000 extras coffee is crazy. It's too much. It's fucking crazy. You're looking at it's just gonna take forever for all the people to get coffee. Will just take forever. You're just wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Give them all Coke. It will take forever for all those guys to get a drink. I'm not going to do that. Forget what I said earlier. I'm not going to do that, obviously. Even Peter Jackson, we can't feed the extras, man. It's too much. Yeah, we can't feed. The scenes when we do the gatherings, 3,000 people, we can't feed all those people. 30 chefs can't handle 3,000 people. It's too much. Even 2,000 people, 30 chefs can't handle. It's too much. They're going to demolish all our food, man. All the food for the 9 months for me, Peter Jackson, my wife, and the actors. The actors are going to end up finishing all the food. We can't. I can afford to feed them if I want to, but to do that, I have to hire like 100 chefs, which is just going to cost me a lot more money. It's going to cost me millions of dollars in my budget, obviously, because I have to pay them $1,000, and I have to buy more food, which is going to cost me probably another $1 million, $2 million, which costs me when I'm not doing that. As I told you, when the actors and crewmen eat, they only get like an hour and a half, 2 hour break. After that, everyone has to film. The last thing you want to do is film, and the extras are still waiting in line for 2 hours. It won't work. The only way to make it work, they have to bring their own lunch. Look, man, you guys are gonna have to bring your own lunch, or when you went on a 2 hour break, the money that I paid you. What I'll do, I'll have the extras get paid before they work. That way it's easy. Okay, whenever everyone's lined up to work, they just wait in line, they just scan their card, and they get their money. That way they have their money. That way during their breaks they can get their food if they want. You can either bring your own lunch, or you can use the money that I pay you to pay for your own food. Get your own breakfast. 2 hour break is more. You can easily with 2 hour break. You can find a nearby breakfast place, nearby store, and get your own breakfast. Obviously, or you can what? You could just bring. Most of the actors are most likely going to bring their own food, because what? And if I pay you a good rich salary, you can buy yourself a nice breakfast for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can buy a nice breakfast for yourself. You can make yourself some nice eggs, banana, apple. Okay, go to the store, buy nice sandwiches for your lunch. Yeah, the way you're fed well. As I will not be feeding the crewmen. I will not be feeding them. They're gonna have to bring their own lunch. But because I'm paying them $180, it makes up for not feeding them, obviously. But I told you, because what? Show my camera for a sec.